Morning, we'll be taking a look at the Guardian newspaper. We'll also have Punch newspaper and let's see, Nation, Sun, Leadership, and The Explainer. Starting with the Guardian newspaper, FG secures funding for major corridor, flags off light train projects. The federal government has secured financing for the entire Aba to Maiduguri corridor, cutting across Borno, Yobe, Gombe, Bauchi, Plateau, Kaduna, Nasarawa, and Benue states out of the 1,443-kilometer Port Harcourt Eastern Narrow Gauge Railway project. Minister of Transport Saidu Alkali dropped the hint at the ongoing government citizen engagement forum in Kaduna yesterday. Oil spill. Niger Delta cleanup may cost FG $150 million or $150 billion yearly. An environmental activist, Nemo Bassi, has said that the federal government must urgently begin an audit of the rest of the Niger Delta environment and equally commence the cleanup, which would require up to $150 billion a year until the mess is cleared in the region. Bassi, who spoke with the paper in Benin, explained that this estimate is based on the fact that there are an average of 300 oil spills per year in the Niger Delta. NNPCL suspends sale of refinery, exports 400,000 metric tons of refined products. Nigeria has exported a total of 428.9 metric tons of refined petroleum products from the Port Harcourt Refining Company and the Warri Refining and Petrochemical Company. As the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, yesterday said it has suspended the sale of the Port Harcourt refinery. According to internal documents reviewed by the paper, the products were exported through different cargoes and a mix of indigenous and international traders between December 2024 and July 2025. FG advocates uniform counter-trafficking strategies. The federal government has called for a unified front through stakeholders' alignment of strategies to win the fight against trafficking in persons in Nigeria. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, made the call at the 28th National Stakeholders Consultative Forum and Summit on Trafficking in Persons, organized by the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime yesterday in Abuja. Residents appealed to Makinde over planned expansion of Ibadan Circular Road. Property owners and residents from over 1,000 communities across 6 local councils in Ibadan have appealed to Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde to reconsider the planned 500-meter expansion of the circular road corridor and return to the original designated 150-meter boundary. These communities are located in Oluyole, Egbeda, Onara, Lagelu, Akinyele, and Ido local councils and are home to over 10,000 houses and commercial structures, many of which are already impacted by the existing road plan. Move on to the Punch newspaper. FG eyes 796 billion naira annually from 5% petrol surcharge. The federal government may rake in 796 billion naira annually from the introduction of a 5% surcharge on locally produced and imported petrol based on its new tax policy slated to take effect from January 1, 2026, an analysis by the paper has revealed. The 5% surcharge on refined petroleum products is contained in the Nigeria Tax Administration Act, one of 4 tax reform bills signed into law by President Bola Tinubu on June 26, 2025. Man arrested for dumping refuse on Lagos Road median. Officials of the Lagos Waste Management Authority have arrested Sylvester Onyekwere for allegedly dumping refuse illegally on the median of Agor Palace Way in the Okota area of the state. The arrest, which occurred around 7:15 a.m. on Tuesday, was said to be a clear violation of the Lagos State Environmental Management and Protection Law. We move on to the Nation newspaper. Nurses strike grounds hospitals in states. Hospitals and health centers across the state were gripped by silence as a nationwide strike emptied wards and emergency units as a result of nurses' strike. The nationwide strike by the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives crippled healthcare services across multiple states. Hospitals discharged patients and only skeletal or emergency services were available in some facilities. From the Sun newspaper, FG announces 50% increase in scholarship grants across all levels. The federal government has announced a 50% increase in the scholarship grants across all academic levels as part of a comprehensive reform of its scholarship program. Minister of Education Dr. Tunji Alausa, in a statement, announced that PhD students will now receive 750,000 naira annually from hitherto 500,000. Master students would get 600,000 from hitherto 400,000 naira, and undergraduate HND and NCE students would receive 450,000 naira annually, an increase from 300,000 naira. From the Leadership newspaper, Sokoto government begins sale of 5.3 billion naira fertilizer to farmers. Sokoto State Governor Ahmed Aliyu has announced that the state government has invested 5.3 billion naira in procuring essential farming inputs for the current wet season. With a 40% subsidy, the governor said farmers will now pay 28,800 naira for a bag of NPK fertilizer and 29,800 naira for a bag of urea. From the Explainer, NOA's new mobile AI tool to combat fake news and fraud. The National Orientation Agency, NOA, disclosed recently in Abuja its fresh plans to launch a mobile artificial intelligence AI application, Mobilizer app, to fight fake news and fraud in Nigeria. Delivering a goodwill message on the theme, Understanding Virtual Asset and Investment Fraud, at the African Union Anti-Corruption Day 2025 conference held at the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC headquarters. Director General of NOA, Malam Larry Isaonilu, said the app would be unveiled within 2 weeks. Well, to pick up a copy, let's go online and read more. Also, interact with us via our social media platforms on X, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Traffic Radio 961, and follow me across social media at Dele Agadumo.